What's going on, YouTube, social media world? It's your boy AnonymousBased, and I'm biggity back with a new reaction video. This time I got another request. Go ahead and give a shout out to the person that gave me the request. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give this video a like. Share it with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section. So we are back with another Lil Peep reaction. Shout out to him and rest in peace. And this track is called Kiss. So let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Nobody knows the me that you do. Gonna take some getting through to you, but all that shit I put you through ain't right. And I know that I'm barely ever home, but I think of you on the road, you know. I think of you on blow. It's me, Lil G. She don't keep, not a memory of me. I'm a creep, I'm a freak, that's why nobody's friends with me. I used to wait in my room for a single sign from you. Say I hate you, cause I knew that you would never love me too.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
One more chance, baby, give me a kiss. You got one more chance at a night like this. You could hold my hand in the back of the whip. I saw the plug at the club, came back with a break. One more chance, baby, give me a kiss. You got one more chance at a night like this. You could hold my hand in the back of the whip. I saw the plug at the club, came back with a break. And that's real shit, we keep it real, bitch. I'm a goth boy, kinda like my whole clique. You a bad one, we should have fun. Let's fuck in an all-black Benz truck. 6 racks on, 6 packs gone. I'm a bad boy, we ain't gonna last long. I could make you, I could break you. Baby, think of all the places I could take you. What's your age, boo? I'ma just still, I'ma die young, I'ma get killed. What's your age, boo? I'ma just still, I'ma die young, baby, I'ma get killed. One more chance, baby, give me a kiss. You got one more chance at a night like this. You could hold my hand in the back of the whip. I saw the plug at the club, came back with a break. One more chance, baby, give me a kiss. You got one more chance at a night like this. You could hold my hand in the back of the whip. I saw the plug at the club, came back with a break.
Alright, okay, man. Shout out to Lil Peep for coming through with the fire track called Kiss, man. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the reaction. So, first impressions of me hearing this for the first time. Yo, this track was fire. this track was fire, 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 bro. Now, the one criticism I have of this, just off rip, is that this needed a video. If there isn't one, then this track needed one. Because I definitely want to see what a visual representation of this song would have been had there been a video for this song. That's the only, I think that's like the biggest critique I have. So go ahead and get that one out the way. Other than that, song is fire. Okay, so beat selection, really, really good beat selection. I like how it was a slow build up because it keeps you in suspense, right? It has you wondering what type of song is it going to be? What's the overall pattern of the beat going to be? How is it going to hit? What's going to happen? Is he going to come in with the hook first? Is he going to come in with a verse first? It keeps you guessing as to how it's going to actually hit when it hits and when it's going to hit. So I like that part. Song lyrics. The lyrics were actually good. He stuck with his typical style of kind of like singing, but rapping, but also doing it kind of like a rock song, if that makes any sense. So it's like he combines elements of singing, rap, and rock star type vocals through his style of how he puts his music together. Because I noticed that he does that a lot. That's what I noticed. And I was finally able to kind of compartmentalize it and kind of describe it in a way that makes sense to me and makes sense to the fans and the listeners. So if that's something that you think I'm kind of spot on with, then let me know in the comment section, because I think that's kind of how it is, or at least that's what it sounds like from what I'm gathering. It's like singing, rap, and rock style vocals all in one style. And you combine that with the selection of the beat, and you have this type of song. So the subject matter of the song actually fits well with the beat too, because he's one of, I would say he's one of the pioneers of kind of like the emo in my feelings type of music that got so many people to actually gravitate towards him, resonate with him, and relate with him on one of the deepest levels possible. And the more and more I react to him and listen to him, the more and more I understand his fans. Because I'm looking at it like he's a celebrity and he's going through a lot of depression issues, drug addictions, things of that nature, battling demons, trying to deal with the pressures of being successful and having a bunch of eyes on you, while at the same time trying to maintain his sanity, trying to make sure his personal life is in order. I mean, it's a lot to be able to manage at one time. And I could understand and sympathize with him living his life the way he did, because you gotta think, a person like him, he was probably an outcast. No one really liked him that much. He didn't really have that many friends. He kind of kept to himself. So it's like, to go from just being this kind of closed off nobody to all of a sudden you're just this cultural phenomenon, it's a huge deal. You know what I mean? You go from no one believing in you, no one thinking that you're ever going to be anything, to all of a sudden you start putting music out. It gets people relate with you, people gravitate towards you, and your message resonates with them, and now all of a sudden you have this cult-like following in just a short amount of time. Just imagine being that kid where you wake up, you go to school, no one really talks to you because everyone thinks you're weird, and you have maybe a couple of friends, you're not getting girls, you're not really getting any attention, people make fun of you because you're skinny, whatever, and you go from having that type of life where you think you're not worth anything to all of a sudden everyone wants you. It's crazy. And, I can only imagine what that's like. So for him being as young as he was and accomplishing all the stuff he was able to accomplish in such a short time, it's rather impressive and rather remarkable. So I got to give you another one of these. Now, from an engineering standpoint, I think the song was engineered rather well. I don't know if he was signed at the time to a major label or maybe one of the subsidiaries of a major label. But I would say that the engineering on this song is actually really good for the way he put it together. Because it's like, I could hear everything on the beat and I could hear the vocals too. But it's weird because it's like, they were engineered and compressed in a way to where it sounded like it was lower than the beat, but at the same time it sounded like it was right on par and a little bit above it, if that makes sense. I don't know how that's possible to be able to do that. I need to look into that so I can add that to my arsenal of how I engineer and stuff like that. But I like the way it was engineered. Also, I like how the song started off one way with one beat and one way of him delivering his message. Then it has this slow transition period where it builds up to something else. And then it's like a completely different beat. And then he goes from kind of being nice about it to being aggressive about it. And it's like it changes the overall feel and the energy of the song to where it's like you start off subtle and then you just boom, hit him with the aggression and the passion. And I actually like that because it got me hyped up. It got me more engaged in the song. And that's what made it as good as it is, in my opinion. Now, again, shout out to his fans for really rocking with him and keeping his legacy alive. And definitely shout out to his fans because you guys are suggesting tracks for me to listen to. And it's expanding my knowledge and my understanding of him as a person, him as an artist, him as an influence, and him as the type of character and entity that he was. So definitely got to give a shout out to Lil Peep. Rest in peace, man. And shout out to you for coming through with the fire track called Kiss, man. So with that being said, that's pretty much my reaction, man. So if you like the video, go ahead and give this video a like. Share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section, man. It's your boy AnonymousBased. Peace.
Nobody knows the me that you do.